Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back with more Jessica Jones. Last episode, we found Trish trying to track this one guy down. Well, she tracked him down, but she was trying to stop. She's trying to connect him to an assault that happened in the statue, or I forgot what it was. Would have, I guess, helped connect him to it. She's telling Trish, Jessica to basically back off, that she doesn't need to be here anymore, that Trish can handle it all, which is something. Again, granted, Trish can probably she can handle herself better now, and she can help fight crime. That I don't really have a problem with. What I have a problem with is she thinks she can do it all on her own, because she's just one person, and her abilities don't give her heightened strength, or invulnerability. She could still die by bullets. So, I mean, Jess is herself. She almost died right here, because at the end of the episode, she was stabbed by this masked dude, who seemed more like he might have been hired for the job. He seemed scared. I don't know how much money this guy had to have gotten to stab Jessica Jones, who is known. So, I'm not really sure what would have, like, how much he would need to be paid, or if he was bribed, or if he was coerced another way. Maybe someone he cares about is put in danger. I don't know. And I'm also wondering if it's that one guy who, was really adamant about making her a good burger, which I can't put him down for. Good burgers versus plain bad burgers, just I wouldn't have passed it up if I were her. So, but yeah, I'm not sure if he's in on it, because he seemed just to show up and interact with her rather quickly. Could be just interested in her, or just because he was wanting to drink and she just happened to be there. I don't know. He didn't rush out again after she got stabbed. Malcolm noticed. I mean, he had to have heard. I mean, either because he heard I guess he heard the body get pushed and hit the ground or something. Or maybe she was making, crying out or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure how Malcolm knew. Just glad that he did. But I guess he heard the commotion. But the other guy didn't hear the commotion and come out. So I'm going to I don't know. These shows, betrayal is not uncommon. So also Jess her business is doing well. She's actually built up a name. People are actually coming to her more often. So that's a huge change as it is. Malcolm wound up crashing I don't know if it's his car. A car into this baseball player's vehicle, and probably screwed up his career, probably ended it. Hopefully. Yeah, he's not happy with his job right now. He's not happy with himself, and that he's helping this guy get away with everything. I'm curious if we're gonna go more into how Malcolm deals with this kind of stuff. If he's gonna get in trouble, because I mean, apart from the fingerprints that I didn't leave any, but there could still be other DNA that was wound up in the car, and they are investigating it right now. It was huge on the news. Wondering if Jess is already going to be in the hospital, or if we're just going to pick up right where we left off. But I guess we'll find out as soon as we start this episode. Is it cracked now? Whoa. Okay.
One, two. 1, 2, slip across. You training with somebody else on the side, huh? 1.
Dang. Oh, jeez.
Shit.
Oh.
Ouch.
That was pretty good, though.
Guard your chin.
Nope, not doing that. I used to be able to do that one, sort of.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Okay, I feel bad for her now.
1031, 1031. 911, robbery in progress at 9th Avenue and 45th. Witness reports 2 armed suspects.
1-3, King en route.
All units be advised. Witnesses reporting shots fired.
1-3, King on scene. Suspects in custody. No casualties.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Any available
no
unit?
pot.
Any available
All right.
You took something that doesn't belong to you.
Get off me! Patsy.
What? No.
Holy shit, it is! It's Patsy!
Asshole.
I'm not blind.
This isn't a debate.
Oh, my neck.
Thank God, my whole life is on this thing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Patsy?
Patsy?
You gotta remember you're recognizable. This is why a lot of heroes wear masks. Oh god. I guess we're gonna get like called back to our old costume, which I don't know what it looks like, so. Oh. That's more like when you're robbing a bank. That probably is, isn't it? The cat. Or that one. Woo! That one. Winner. That has to be it. That looks like it would be.
Hell no.
That's gotta be it.
Aren't you Trish Walker?
Not today.
But you are Trish Walker.
Can you leave her alone?
I'm just here to train.
As Trish Walker? Perfect.
Oh god. Is that her
this?
mom doing?
You've been served.
Oh god, are you serious? The dude.
You assaulted a stranger.
A thief. He stole a cell phone.
Well, was it your phone?
No.
Did you actually see him steal the phone?
I heard yelling.
And then you beat up a man you saw jogging down the street.
Running. He was trying to get away.
Is our investigator in the building? Have
Malcolm?
him come see me. Our risk management specialist will find leverage against the plaintiff. This is our investigator. I believe you two know each other, don't you?
You killed Jessica's mother?
A mass murderer, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, wow. Hey, I couldn't live with it, but clearly it hasn't slowed you down. Still chasing bad guys.
Who you protect as an investigator for a defense attorney. You keep a lot of guilty people out of jail.
It is not our job to determine guilt.
But you know. Let me get the door for you.
Oh god.
My goodness, let me help you with that.
You know, you could be arrested for that. Oh, dude, come on.
Jesus. Jesus,
Don't go in there now. Aren't they not? Everybody turn away at once?
Leave a message.
Alright, Trish, now's good.
Keep each other warm.
No.
Oh.
not this time, asshole.
Good job, Trish. That I'm okay with.
He's done it before, but got off on a technicality. Rich parents, fancy lawyer. It was a matter of time before he did it again.
Oh my god. I fought him off.
Yes. You have to make sure the police give you a talk screen.
Asshole!
I wanted to talk to you about our friendship. I mean, that's what it is now, right?
I guess so.
I'm not sure what happened.
You're a good guy.
Oh,
got
that's
this.
why
One more
she's
second.
eating. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. You hear about this piece of shit? Hired a couple thugs to beat the crap out of his half-sister.
Why?
She inherited the one thing he wanted. He got everything else, but not this stupid sculpture. See, that's why I box.
Married, 12-year-old boy.
And that's useful?
Not on the surface, but the kid worships him. He doesn't give a shit that his dad's an ex-con. He's still a hero, so. Turns out, mom and dad have been lying to the kid for his whole life. He's not this kid's dad at all. Just some guy who came into the picture when the kid was a baby. Fell in love with the boy and raised him as his own, so. I asked the kid if his dad had ever told him what a bastard is. Desperation in his dad's eyes, crying, begging me to hang up. And all I thought was, I got you. Tell that to TMZ when they ask, where's Patsy now?
They're not asking.
They will. And you better find a good answer to that question, because right now, you look one meltdown away from a psych ward.
Why do you think Bruce keeps up an appearance?
The thing I love most about this cardigan is how it feels against your skin.
Man, she must
You know,
hate
it's
this.
light, but warm.
I'm missing a piece without you. Maybe you feel the same about me. Or about your mother. Maybe I was wrong. You couldn't separate good from bad.
Man, you're just being angry, Trish. Come on. Calm down. She accidentally saved the draft. Or she didn't accidentally save the draft. Dang it, Trish.
Don't forget your breath mint.
Dang, you must have been watching for a while.
Probably have halitosis.
Don't brush your teeth at all? Well, kind of gross.
The hell? Who the hell are you?
Right now, your sister's best friend.
Get your nut job ass out.
Your turn to be the helpless one. You're free. You always said you didn't ask for this, but I did. So you can stop trying and feeling guilty and inadequate. I don't need you to be a hero. Nobody does. Malcolm?
Jessica's in the hospital. She asked for you.
Ooh, dang.
His name? Brand? You think he did this? I mean, it makes sense. He recognized you.
Oh.
If it wasn't him, it might have been one of his thugs.
His full name.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Ooh, she is.
You're welcome.
I'm such an idiot. I didn't even... Probably the only one that didn't put that together. God dang it, I'm so mad at myself. Well, to be fair, I didn't know his influence, what kind of influence he had. I know he was involved in an assault. I didn't know what kind of an assault. He apparently hired some thugs to beat up his sister. Such a bull. I can't... How can... I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like clear that that was who sent that guy after her. He had to have paid him a lot of money though for him to go after Jessica Jones. Yeah, so that I was thinking that maybe Malcolm was trying to get Trish there to be there for Jess, but no, Jess actually did call for Trish just to get a name, and Trish is pissed. She felt used by Jess after keeping distance, which she has a good reason to. I mean, considering what happened, but Trish is realizing, or she's starting to feel like maybe she was wrong about shooting her mom. I think I'm okay with I think I'm starting to get. We'll see what happens in the rest of the season, but I think I'm okay with Trish now. Like at least I mean, obviously still annoyed with what she did last season, but I think she's better this season at the very least. From what we've seen thus far, again, from what I've seen thus far, I'm pretty sure everybody's binged this by now, but I'm going to be doing this weekly, which kind of sucks. I think I'm okay with her now, to an extent. I felt really bad for her whenever she was. What I like also is that her powers, like whenever she caught it on her foot, I thought that was like, okay, so she already has, like, it's just like it comes to her, like, it's just sudden. But I should have put into factor that could have just been how sometimes powers will activate in a sudden moment when you need it the most or when you don't expect it. But I like that she didn't need to work to really reach the potential of her abilities. Like, I don't know how long it was taking her, but I like that she didn't pick it up right afterwards. Like, she tried it again, but then it didn't work and broke her phone. And then she was training after that. Working on a lot of parkour, working on, obviously, her Krav Maga. But yeah, that kind of, it didn't really get rid of my annoyance of what she did to get the abilities, but I'm okay with them more so now because they weren't just like instantly there. Like, she didn't get a grasp of them that so quickly. It took work, so I like that. But I felt bad for her when she was like so excited about finally getting something she was trying to work on, like the running up the wall, and not having Jess there to celebrate with her or anybody really. She was alone in that. I am glad that she was there to stop that. I almost said a word. She stopped that guy from raping the girl. What's her name? Birdie? I think that was her name. I don't know if that was her actual name, but I do like that Trish. I mean, it's a couple different things. One, not to so that she wasn't he wouldn't be let off, because if it was caught that somebody stopped something that it could have been turned on that was perceived not the case, that he wasn't actually going to rape her. It just seemed like that from an outside point of view. But she told her that she fought her off, that she fought him off herself, that it wasn't somebody else saving her. She doesn't remember, like, so she thinks that now she thinks that she had fought him off. So dang, it's raining hard all of a sudden. I'm not sure if you could pick it up, but it is a storming. I hope power doesn't go out, because then I'll lose all the audio. That would be really troublesome. But yeah, so now she has she can give her statement to the police, and hopefully that will stick better. There won't be much of a technicality to go about. He still has his rich family, and I don't know. I guess probably a good lawyer to get him out of that. But hoping that doesn't happen. I mean, of course, I forgot Hogarth is the one that helped them out in the first place. Oh yeah, speaking of Hogarth and them, I felt really bad for Malcolm, and it kind of shined a light that it's not necessarily like black and white. Sorry, thunder. This guy he was a thief. I mean, I'm not sure why he stole it in the first place. I mean, like, I guess I don't know why he stole the phone and what he was looking for, because it looked like he was going through it. So I don't know what was on the phone exactly, but I don't know if it has any real merit. But the guy was apparently after the father of the kid that he's basically the father of, or like he's taking him as his son anyway. The kid's biological father had left, and he seemed to really care for the son, considering what Malcolm was saying, that he was gonna. I feel so bad for Malcolm. He knew it tore him up whenever he said that to the son, though. But whenever he was talking about how the guy was breaking down and was like begging him to hang up the phone. So he obviously cares for the son, and he doesn't want him and his wife to want the kid to know about his past life. It kind of shows it's not always so straightforward. Along with what he said, having torn him up, that whenever the thought that it surfaced to his mind, like the main thought of thinking, I got you, like that having be the main thought in his head, that after what he'd done, the fact that what he had over the guy's head, like, that was tearing him up too. Like, not just saying what he did to the son, but like the fact that his mentality right now is, this is the dirt I have on him, and I got him. I've done my job. Like, it pained him admitting that's what he thought. I like this episode a lot. This is a real. I think I like this episode better than the last episode. Not that I didn't like the last one, but I think I really like this episode, even though it was like Trish centric. Again, like I didn't think I was gonna hate the episode at the beginning. I just thought, okay, we're gonna look more on his side, her side. But it was showing like the point that she left last season up until the point where her and Jess meet up again while Trish is trying to stop the guy, Andrew Brandt, and then after the point, after Jess got stabbed and she's at the hospital. I thought for a bit, whenever like she was trying to stop the robbery and then she was upset about the cop, I thought, like, I know she wants to help people, but I also felt like at that time that it's also like kind of a high she gets. I mean, it still might be like an adrenaline rush. I mean, she still might. I think just at that point she was more. I think at that point it was like that was more the focus of it. But then seeing how she helped stop the girl from being raped, I think that more so brought what it meant to actually save somebody. I knew that they were gonna show the old. Let me just double check, because I don't know Trish's or what her name is supposed to be. Oh, Hellcat. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It is pretty close to it. Though the difference was the mask that she wore, the like kind of domino mask, but it had like a feline end to the points. And I don't know if it was like that before, but in the picture I found, it's like basically like a cowl essentially. So it's not like a domino-esque mask. Okay, so I forgot her name in the comics was also Patsy Walker, which is funny what they did. I like how they did that in the show. So yeah, Hellcat was her name. Okay, yeah, I knew it had cat in the name. I couldn't remember what her name was. I like her powers though too. Apart from the heightened agility, she has apparently heightened sight. I don't know if it's gonna be like, I don't know if they're supposed to be like cat powers exactly, like the abilities of a cat. It's just if it might. I don't know if it was like that in the comics. I mean, that's probably what she called herself, Hellcat. But I don't mean like, I don't think it's like, like how Spider-Man's bit by a spider and stuff like that. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So I don't know if she has all the senses heightened like a cat would be. If it's just like her night vision. Like I don't know if her hearing is better. And I mean, since it's like her awareness, I don't know if her awareness is heightened as well. But I like showing the night vision stuff. I thought that was it's a very simple trick, but I like the way it looked. It wasn't like made it all of a sudden bright as day, but it was like it was like turning brightness up in Photoshop or just in editing. Like you were just turning it up, and it wasn't like making anything too overexposed. It was just you could definitely see better. Okay, so we also got to know why Trish sold her place and her stuff. It was to help pay off Hogarth, since she's not cheap to retain. So yeah, that makes more sense to me. I wasn't sure as to why, because I mean she could still do her job there, and it would still work. Especially it's basically a bunker almost, considering how her door locks and everything, like how it locks. It's like the security of it. I mean, it's not a bad place, especially once you get it all cleaned up and everything. It works, and I should have realized that. She was using it like I forgot what it's called, but she's using it like I can't remember the term for it, but I know what she was doing. It was it's just interesting that she's using chains. I guess is that heavier than like, I mean, that's kind of sounds stupid question seeing it's metal and then there's rope, but I mean it's usually like weighted ropes. It's probably heavier. But yeah, she did so hard she made her hands bleed, which is why there was blood on it in the first place. And we also saw her, Jessica, and I forgot the guy's name, but their kind of their breakup. It was more like it transitioned into a friendship. Like they sort of drifted a bit. I'd liked that it wasn't like a breakup in the sense of like it ended poorly. It was more like put it at peace. I do feel bad for him because he seemed like a really a really nice guy. And she obviously, she said the same thing. I can't talk. Yeah, I did like it was done. It was very cordial. More so lay it at rest. That it happened. She's probably dealing with her mom's death, and just like the fact that she let her in, and then having her die, it just hurt her so much. And now she doesn't want to kind of have to deal with that again. It's probably more of a subconscious thing, even though Jess has done that before, like not subconsciously, like just like with effort pushing people away. But I think this one was a little more subconsciously, I think. But I do like that she still keeps a good relationship with Vito. Okay, so the job, at first I thought she was, whenever they showed her on the talk show when Jess was watching, I thought it was just kind of, I was annoyed because I was like, Jesus, this is so bad. I felt like she was kind of being like, it was a sort of a stuck up kind of feeling, but she's trying to keep appearances, not really to give people, let them know, where she's at, what she's doing, and also this like personality of Trish is different from what could be perceived as this person going out and serving their form of justice, and being a vigilante. It's a kind of a contrasting personality. So I said before, this is why Bruce does what he acts like a stuck up rich prick sometimes. She's hating it though, because that's not how Trish is really. I don't know about hating, but she's like, oh God, I have to put on this kind of persona to basically lie and put people at ease and give them to look at. I gotta give the mom credit where it's due. She doesn't leave Trish, at least. She's just trying to help her. She's just her priorities at times aren't the best, but she's at least been there for Trish whenever she's alone and when she needs somebody. She's never left Trish's side, so there's that. At the very least, I remember first season, second season, did not care for the mom. But she wants to be there for Trish at least. So I do hate that Trish. Obviously, whenever she was writing the message that Jessica saw, she was writing it because she was bitter and angry and frustrated, and it was more so she didn't really mean what she was writing. She was just when you're in that kind of a state of mind, you write without thinking much. You're just angry and you're saying what you feel would hit somebody hard. But then she kind of sort of relaxed a bit or calmed down, cooled off a little, and she didn't want to have that, but then she saved it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she did. She was thinking, maybe she was gonna read it over, seeing if she still felt the way she was, and realize, or she would, like, she was realizing maybe that's not something, like, she had written that, typed it, whatever, in the state of mind she was. She probably wouldn't feel the same later if she actually looked at it in a more calm state. And whenever she said what she said to Jess last episode, I thought it was more so like, people don't need you. That might have just been my annoyance clouding my judgment there, and in the same way that Trish was kind of, whenever she was angry and writing the email. But I think she was more so trying to help Jess and lift the weight off her shoulders, and especially after what she saw when she was there during the kind of breakup, like they were more so confirming the separation, the breakup, not separation, because they're not married. Anyway, not the breakup. But she kind of got, whenever she said that, mentioned the whole thing with letting people in and then them dying, and she felt terrible about that, and like the weight of people saving people and stuff and being a hero. I think she's just trying to lift that off her, and help Jessica. But why am I keep doing that? I want to say Jess, and then I go ahead and try to say Jessica instead, and then it's like Jessica. Not that bad, but still. But yeah, I think she was just trying to help Jessica. I just misinterpreted. Maybe we were supposed to. Maybe it was made for us to see it that way, like to misinterpret it. But it might have just been me being frustrated and reading that wrong. That might have been the case. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I have for this episode. It was really well done. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. Like, I liked it. Again, I liked it more than the last one. Not to say the last one was bad, but yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. I'm interested. I'm really hoping Jess and Trish work things out now. Like, I wasn't opposed to them working things out before. I was just not hoping so much for it. Like, I wasn't like, man, I hope they work things out. Just because how Trish was last season, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I do hope that they work things out eventually. I know Jess is upset, and I understand why she's upset. I really hope Trish can maybe, if not email her, or if not tell her in person, then maybe write the email, like the email she was saying before about how she was apologizing and realizing that and saying that maybe she was wrong about killing her mom. I hope she can come to say that to Jess. Not that Jess may not listen, may not care what she's saying. She might. I mean, it's hard to kind of forgive that kind of a thing. So I don't know. Yeah, we're probably gonna next episode go after Andrew Brandt. Go more into that, and hopefully go into more Malcolm's situation again. I'm curious to see where that goes, and with where Trish is now. I'm more interested in that now. That's it for this week's episode of Jessica Jones, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, go into the button right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever our videos go out, go ahead and click the bell icon down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.